And today we'll come to the next ayah, 256. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لا إكراه في الدين. لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم. لا إكراه means no forcing. You cannot bring someone and force him. You must be Muslim. Huh? You see, لا إكراه في الدين. لا إكراه, no forcing in religion. Because what is deen? What is religion? What is faith? It is relationship between the man and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you cannot force someone to behave as you would like, to please whom? To please you or to please Allah. So it is a faith. For that when someone non-Muslim, he say, I will fast with you. Why to fast? Huh? If you really believe in Allah and you stop from doing this for the sake of Allah, so you are rewarded. Like nowadays, many ladies, they want to become slim, they do not eat, they fast. Okay, they are making themselves hungry, but they cannot say we are fasting sawm. Maybe they can say in English fasting, but sawm, because sawm means stopping from certain thing to obey Allah. Sawm also can be sawm from kalam, from talking. إني نظرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم إنسيا. I have given nether to Allah that to make sawm that I will not talk to any human being today. So sawm, to refrain from something for the sake of Allah. Sawm means fasting in English, but the real meaning for it, to stop from something wanting the reward from Allah, not for any other reason, to be slim, to be beautiful, to yeah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, sometimes he didn't find food in his wife's houses and he fasted. Yeah. 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 Yes, you say, inshallah, I will fast. No, no, it is all right, inshallah. It is accepted. So, because if you do not fast and you will, to keep your stomach something, then you'll eat some, you'll drink some liquids or some soft food, but you stop from eating for the sake of Allah. And also Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about the youth who cannot marry and they have the feeling to marry, but they have no expenses for marriage. He advised them to fast, because fasting will hold you, will keep you, can help yourself. But I'm saying that the person because she wants to be beautiful, as example, or for any other reason, but when the niyyah is for Allah, and inshallah also it is, because certainly fasting is good for us, for it burns many bad cells in the body, it helps the stomach, it gives us ability to think more clearly. You know, you find yourself in the days of Ramadan, when you sit and read Quran, you can benefit more from Quran. The day is more blessed, really. The day in Ramadan more blessed than the other, because the other during the year, breakfast, lunch, dinner, what to do for this, what to do for that. So in Ramadan, we, alhamdulillah, inshallah, our time is blessed and we can really benefit too much from the day in our dhikr and tasbih and jihad in our life. This means here, la ikraha fi din, means don't force someone and bring, because she is working for you or you have a certain power on him or on her, to make them forcibly enter in religion. Because the religion and the proofs for this, the faith of and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are very clear and doesn't need to force someone for it. And they say that the reason for the revelation of this ayah, that Ibn Abbas said that that, you know, in before Islam, they say when the woman has the children do not survive, she gives delivery to the baby, After a short time, that baby will die. Before Islam, they say, if this child live, I'll make him Jewish. So when the child grow up, they make him Jewish. Then when Banu Nadir, the tribes, the Jewish tribes immigrated from Medina, the children of Ansar immigrated with them. So someone came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي. And also some scholars said that the book they say it is mansukha. You know mansukha? What is the meaning of mansukha? Means another order came. There is no force in religion. But when the Muslims were ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا قاتلوا الذين يلونكم من الكفار وليجدوا فيكم غلظة وعلموا أن الله مع المتقين. O you believers, fight those kuffar around you, and they should feel harsh from you, and remember that Allah is with those muttaqin. Means the Muslims should fight the kuffar, and but fight them not to order them to become Muslim, to fight them either to become Muslim, or to pay the jizya, or the war. Do you give them the three things to select from? Either to be Muslim, khalas, you are Muslim, you are my brother, you are my sister. If you do not want to accept Islam by your freedom, then pay the jizya, means the high hand for Islam and Muslims. If you do not want to be like this, because if you leave them alone, they will come and attack you. As it is happening now from the non-Muslim countries, all non-Muslims, even book followers and the kuffar, as in Russia, and the book followers, all of them are attacking the Muslims. So a Muslim should not be down, should be up. So here you are, either to accept Islam or to pay the jizya, means I will defend you. My army and this will be defending you. You know, when the Muslim state was not able to defend the non-Muslim states, they paid back the jizya. You know, this came in history. Because they were not able, they were busy, or they were not able to defend them. So they tell them, we took the jizya to protect you and to fight for you and to keep you in peace, but now we cannot take your jizya back. Because it is a treaty between the Muslims and non-Muslims, and a Muslim should keep his treaty and his word. If they do not accept Islam, do not accept to pay the jizya, then the war. There is a new book in the market in Arabic, أفيقوا أيها المسلمين قبل أن تدفعوا الجزية. This book, a Muslim writer wrote it, I do not remember exactly his name. All you Muslims, wake up before you pay the jizya. Because the enemies of Islam are coming attacking us, as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, توشك أن تداعى عليكم الأمم كما تداعى الأكلة على قصعتها. قالوا أفمن قلة نحن يومئذ يا رسول الله؟ قال لا بل كثير ولكنكم غثاء كغثاء السيل ولينزعن الله المهابة من قلوب أعدائكم وليقذفن في قلوبكم الوهن. قالوا وما الوهن يا رسول الله؟ قال حب الدنيا وكراهية الموت. In this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam warned the Muslim. He said, توشك أن تداعى عليكم الأمم. The nations almost coming, خلاص, they are almost coming to attack you and take from you, as the hungry people, when you put a tray of food, hungry people, everyone come and take from his side, like that. They said, why ya Rasulullah? Are we few then? Are we going to be few then? He said, no, you are plenty. But you are غثاء كغثاء السيل. But you are like the foam, you know, when there is floods, when the water running, you find some foam on that top. You are plenty, but like this foam, with no value. Huh? With no, if you collect this foam, can you eat it? Can you cook it? Can you give it? No, no use of it. Huh? Useless. وَلْيَنْزَعَنَّ اللَّهَ الْهَابَةَ مِنْ قُلُوبِ أَعْدَائِكُمْ. Allah will take the fear out from the hearts of your enemies. You see the Jewish, you know the Jewish in all the world, how many Jewish they are? They are 12 million. And how can they dare to raise their hands against the Muslims who are 1,000 billion? Muslims in the world are billion. How can 12 million come and stand against us? وَلِيَنْزَعَنَّ اللَّهَ الْمَهَابَةَ مِنْ قُلُوبِ أَعْدَائِكُم, means your enemies will not be frightened from you. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, I win victory by the fear which Allah threw in the hearts of my enemies in the distance, 1 month distance, that now they do not fear us. وَلْيَقْذِفَنَّ فِي قُلُوبِكُمُ الْوَهْنَ, and Allah will throw in your hearts wahn. They said, what is the wahn, ya Rasulullah? He said, حُبُّ الدُّنْيا, love this dunya. I want this ring, I want this bangle, I want this beautiful dress, I want this valuable carpets, I want that car, all حب الدنيا, as if we are saying for no end, for khulud. Huh? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, it make يعني we love dunya, حب الدنيا, and what else? وكراهية الموت. حب الدنيا وكراهية الموت, hating to die. Please don't mention about death. No, I am very no, I can't hear this. Say something else. Where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, تذكروا الموت, تذكروا هادم اللذات. Remember death. Remember that who destroyed the ladda, the shahwa. But we do not want to remember death. We want to stay in our dream and our dream and dream and dream for no end. Till Azrael come and wake us up for death. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. When it is too late for tawbah. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Yes, yes. While the best friend for a Muslim, that who will remind him by Allah. When you sit with her, she will remind you. When she sees something good, she'll say MashaAllah. She sees ni'mah, she say Alhamdulillah. She sees something bad, La ilaha illallah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. You know, this tongue which is always damp, as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, let your tongue always damp by dhikrillah. So this kind of sister, I will learn from her. When I sit with her, I see all the time, mashallah, her tongue always making dhikr. It reminds you all the time. But that one, she will say, I went that night and we spent the night in that place and we eat and we drink and we saw this going on in front of us. And this ghafla, you understand ghafla? Ghafla means absent mind. Absent mind. Many people are living in this world, ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله, absent mind. Some of them accept when you remind them. Some of them say, oh, all the time for God. Sometime for your God, sometime for your heart. Enjoy yourself. And when you are in Rome, do as the Romans do. Come on, let us enjoy our life. And I'm still young, let me enjoy my life, and so on. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. You are young, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, 7 people Allah will shelter them by His shelter when there is no shelter except His. شاب نشأ في طاعة الله. A young person, girl or boy, who grow up obeying Allah and fearing Allah. Huh? Yes, one of these 7 is that young people. So let us make our children gain the shelter of Allah when there is no shelter except His, to remind him, your child, he likes television. It is something normal. My son or my daughter, what you are benefiting from this? This is sin because you are seeing munkar in television. These girls are well dressed and with full makeup and she move and smile, and it is a weapon of shaitan. I'm saying it intentionally. I'm not saying she is, I'm saying it is, because she is sold, or it is sold for shaitan. She is used to propagate the product of shaitan. Shahwa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created shahwa in man, but not to propagate the shahwa and encourage that shahwa for those who do not need it, to use certain films and certain songs and certain movements to make the person who does not need to feel shahwa and to run after shahwa in haram. Huh? Shahwa, is it clear? Shahwa? Yeah. Yeah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, عجب ربك من قوم يقادون إلى الجنة في السلاسل. Yani he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is surprised for certain people who are driven to paradise in the chains. You know chain? Some people will be taken to paradise by the chain. What did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mean by this? To paradise with the chain. What he meant by this? He meant the asra, the war captive. When they are captured and came to the Muslim countries, and they saw Islam and learned about Islam, and they became Muslim and they entered paradise. So how they came and where they ended. Hmm? Because when we are good Muslims, even some ladies, you have a Filipino maid, she is not Muslim. But when she come and see the relationship between the family, fearing Allah, treating her in Islamic manner, all this Islamic behavior, yani we see it very normal. But you find the non-Muslim, when they come and see it, it really attracts them. So, and those captive, when the Muslims captured them in the war and came to the Muslim state with the chains, they ended in paradise. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, so yes, yani they are very lucky that they came like this, but they ended, alhamdulillah, Allah accepted them and blessed them to follow the. And also Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to a man who was dying, he said, he told him, become a Muslim. He was sick and was dying. He told him, become a Muslim. He said, but I find myself not yani willing now to become a Muslim. He said, accept Islam even if you are not willing or there. Yani save yourself from shaitan and come believe in your creator. فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله, the next ayah, in other part of the ayah, يعني the beginning, لا إكراه في الدين, there is no force in religion. قد تبين الرشد من الغي, it became very clear the guidance from the misguidance. فمن يكفر بالطاغوت, فمن يكفر بالطاغوت, who disbelieve in طاغوت. What is طاغوت? شيطان. Shaitan and anything else which is yani shaitan and the deeds of shaitan. Anyone accept to be worshipped than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like any evil or sometimes human being. When someone in power and tell you, do not obey Allah and obey me. Fir'aun, and today we have certain similar people also. Yes, modern Fir'aun. When he tell you no Sharia, follow my Sharia. Don't follow the law of Allah, don't follow the revealed law, and follow mine. So obeying them, they are taghut. These are taghut because they order the people to obey them and not to obey Allah. First,
Pakistani husband said the husband should be obeyed first.
yeah.
Allah has said that, and then
No.
they are not proper Muslims, and the wife must obey
Yes,
them. Is
yeah.
that right?
No. I once a lady asked me, she said her husband didn't want her to keep hijab. And her mother-in-law told her, you have to obey your husband. So I said, yes, you have to obey your husband, but not in a thing which Allah prohibited, not in kufr. Allah come first, you obey Allah, and then obey your husband. أطيعوا الله. Also this ayah he mentioned yesterday, أطيعوا الله والرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. Obey Allah and then the messenger. وأطيعوا, he mentioned, he